Look, this is your daily reminder to subscribe because I just finished recording the entire video on this microphone. This is falling apart. Look at this. Oh my god, what the f— What if I told you that there's a game where you play as a small little robot that constantly runs out of energy and its main purpose is to pick up trash? That sounds, well, quite trashy, doesn't it? Despite that being what you do in Chibi-Robo, this game is actually amazing. Chibi-Robo, legal name being Chibi-Robo Plug-in to Adventure, was released in June 2005 and in the list it goes, god damn it. Pretty late into the system's lifespan, but the Wii wasn't out yet, so who cares. Anyway, the game has quite interesting development history, one that I quickly mentioned in my 𝙩𝙤𝙙𝙖𝙮 the Giant video. So basically, Skip Limited started developing the game and Bandai was supposed to publish the game. It may seem a bit weird for Bandai to be seen around here, but small tech robot friend is kind of their thing, so it makes sense. This earlier version of the game was quite different from the final product. It was more of a point-and-click styled game where the player would help Chibi-Robo protect the home of its inventor from thieves. This version was put on hold and was about to be quietly swept under the rug when Miyamoto, creator of a few little fellas you might have heard of, liked the Chibi-Robo character. He became the producer of the game, Nintendo offered to publish it, Skip started working on the game again, and now we're left with this. Well, not this right away, a few things happen first. The Sanderson family is throwing a birthday party to little Jenny, who thinks she's a frog. I wish I could say this isn't relevant to the plot, but it kinda is sometimes, in what is supposedly a neat little home set in 1960s America. The father gives Jenny a gift, and that gift is Chibi-Robo. Jenny likes it, the dad likes it, the mom and the dog absolutely hate the thing because the dad is unemployed and keeps spending money on toys. That's me. Along with the little robot itself comes Chibi-Robo's buddy, Television, who, besides sounding like is pretty helpful, giving you tips on how to survive, what you're looking at, what everything does. Without it, you'd be screwed, basically. The Chibi-Robo package also includes the Chibi House, a place for you to recharge, buy items, and most importantly, see what your Chibi ranking is currently sitting at. The ranking is arguably the most important part of the game. Out of the 1 million existing Chibi-Robos, our Chibi-Robo needs to become the best of them all by collecting happy points, which you can get mostly from cleaning stuff or by giving some special items to the characters. Each time you gather more happy points, you can recharge at the Chibi House where you'll be able to see your current ranking. If you reach the number 1 spot, you become Super Chibi-Robo, which is the true goal of the game. Besides happy points, you can also collect moolah, the in-game currency, which you can use to buy upgrades in the shop like having more daytime or getting a better battery. The day and night cycle is a neat little mechanic and one that we're all very familiar with thanks to a certain blocky game. During the day, the family is awake. You can talk to the dad, listen to Jenny and her unintelligible frog ramblings, and later you can have a chat with the mom and see what Tao the dog is up to. When night comes, things get a little bit interesting. Several toys and creatures come to life. I know this sounds like the FNAF lore, but just bear with me for a second. Such as Space Hunter Drake Redcrest from the in-game TV show of the same name. A weird caterpillar thing that has a crush on Drake Redcrest. The Egg Army, they're called the Free Rangers, but whatever, it's the Egg Army, and a few others. As for the battery, it's the main thing you have to worry about in the game, as you lose charge whenever you do anything, even just walking around. And when you need to use tools like the Chibi-Copter or the toothbrush, make sure to be near an outlet, otherwise you will perish in mere seconds. Though dying in this game won't be that big of a deal, you'll just be transported back to the Chibi House and Television will be bawling its eyes out. This only becomes an inconvenience if you were somewhere far away from the Chibi House, meaning that you'll have to walk your way there all over again and make sure you don't die this time. There are several rooms throughout the Sanderson's house, such as the living room where the Chibi House is located, the foyer where the Egg Army lives, the basement, the kitchen, the backyard, and the parents' bedroom. It may seem uninteresting that the game is just set in a small family home, but due to the tiny nature of our robot friend, the game almost feels like an open world, and a very pretty one at that. Each room has its own vibrant color scheme, history, characters, and items, to the point where you'll be mesmerized just by looking around the room. This isn't to say the game is all sunshine and rainbows. You have quite a few enemies, such as the Egg Army themselves, only in the beginning of the game though, and the spiders, who will randomly teleport to the Sanderson's house, with their main goal being to hurt Chibi-Robo. Besides enemies and combat, the game also has its fair share of eerie, creepy, or just sad moments, but it's all very minimal and won't ruin the fun vibe of the overall experience. With that said, it's safe to agree with the official Nintendo magazine and its statement that Chibi-Robo is perhaps the last classic of the GameCube, due to how good it is and how it was released so late into the system's life. Chibi-Robo is an amazing all-in-one experience featuring exploration, dialogue, comedy, combat, collectibles, and its own fair share of lore. It's just one of those games that kind of went under the radar just because it was released on a not so popular system at a not so good time. But that doesn't mean it's bad, and it doesn't mean you shouldn't give it a try. I hope you liked this video, and if so, make sure to like and subscribe. And as always, I hope you all have a nice day.